No, 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 no. This is the. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a long one today. You know what I'm saying? I've been complaining. Pause ain't long like they used to be and all that. Feel me? Shout out to the baby, man. This album not as bad as y'all acting like it was, man. Like, yo, the baby on Baby 2 was alright. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite songs on the album. That's why I creep. You know what I mean? It's tune on the R&B days, you feel me? But yeah, man, let's get into this. On some real levels though, shout out to Ray William Johnson, bro. And how his ex Anna Akana destroyed his internet future. I mean, he was gonna be the man. I used to love that nigga, you know what I'm saying? Reviewing videos and shit. You know, he's kind of one of the first reactionary YouTube channels. And his shit used to be the shit, nigga. That's one funny Indian dude. I mean, I know a lot of people consider him white, he sound white. I say nigga though. Ray William Johnson. Somebody tried to tell me that mother was part of black. I don't know. I'm gonna call Cap until I can verify. But yeah, man. Fuck the shit that I got written down. Oh, whoa, hold up. One more shout out. Shout out to Star. Troy Terrain. Star is a smart motherfucker. And he's a funny motherfucker too. So I go there and I'll segue to Nori. Cause the shit with Nori, yo. If I'm being real with y'all, like honestly, the shit with Nori, it got me upset because of one thing. He let Kanye West on his platform. He let Kanye West, whether they hit him up first, they ask him about doing it, they say, yo, Nori, you want to have Kanye or whatever. Listen, both parties agree. When he said what he said about not wanting to be censored and all that, you knew what was going to come from that. You knew it was going to come crazy. You know what I'm saying? At the pequeño hats, at the poquito hats, the little hats, you knew he was going to come crazy. Noriega, you knew Kanye was going to go off, my man. You knew he was going to go off. So that shit, not for nothing. That shit show a level of cowardice, man. Not for nothing, we all, you know what I'm saying? Ain't none of us too big to get fucked up. Ain't none of us too big to get checked, to be told what's okay, what's not okay, what's a go, what's not a go. You know what I mean? He got checked, but I still think Noriega should have stayed on his 10 toes. All these motherfuckers is interviewing right now. You think any of them are gonna apologize? Apologize about their strategy, that they didn't come at him crazy and all this other shit. No one good at goddamn well. There ain't none of them gonna come at him crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then Noriega's like apologizing and saying like, "Oh, I'm normally an idiot. I'm a dumb fuck. So you can't expect much from me in my podcast." My man. I went to special ed. I consider myself somewhat of a journalist. I'm podcasting. Don't fucking disrespect people, bro. Like, don't make people feel like because someone may have a lower intellect or because somebody may not know the ins and outs of journalism or whatever, that they're a dumb fuck. And that they shouldn't be considered, you know what I'm saying, a good source for information. Look at your boy, Russell Brand. I don't know how much schooling he did, but white people love his content. I used to be watching content on a regular basis, so I realized how much of a shock jock he was. You know what I'm saying? Some people try to call Kevin Samuels a shock jock. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, was it information being learned? And yes. And when we was watching the Drink Champs episode with Easy, you know what I'm saying? We learned a lot. I asked this question at this point a couple of months ago. Nobody wanted to hear where I was coming from. You know, before he started talking all this craziness, before, you know what I'm saying, when the clothes got put in the garbage bags, that's when I really was on some shit. I said to y'all, yo, does Kanye West care about black people? Most people wrote me off. I had a shorty I was cool. She fucking, I don't give a fuck. You know, I interviewed a couple people on the street. I was going to post it. People really just, they have this assumption that Kanye West is a genius because of his things and he's done his accolades. But what I think is interesting is that when you ask a person, does Kanye West care about black people? I mean, you gotta think, is that person black? Does that person actually particularly care about black people? And if so, if they do, what do they consider to be caring? Do they put effort into helping? Are they there for the people that they say they care about? Because if the question is, does Kanye West love black people? Bro, I hear him talking down on 80% black people for the most part. And just recently, he's been coming at white folks crazy. Recently. Told y'all that he put the shirt on in a sarcastic way. You know, that his dad was like, yeah, good job telling people about things that they already know, that white lives matter, you know what I mean? And ever since he's been coming directly at white people, I'm not going to say the J word. I'm going to say the Pequeño hats or the blue hats. I'm going to say it quick. Because I don't want nothing struck on this side. I'm just getting on. They got the little, you know what I mean? With the little, you know what I mean? With the little, here we go. I don't want no problems. But if I'm going to take it to myself to bring somebody on the show, the Porch Podcast, and I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell niggas like, yo, even if it is, catch my breath. Even if it is that they're going to talk about something crazy and I know what's going to happen, there's parts of it that I'm going to feel away about. I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to tell them, yo, try not to do this. You know what I'm saying? Give them a little hot chocolate, latte drink. If they're going to talk about things that is wrong or things that I don't want to endorse, whatever either, not only am I going to put some sort of message out about it, but I'm also gonna let them know, yo, try not to do. So let's just say he ain't do all that. Let's say, okay, he said a bunch of shit that he ain't like, put it on his motherfucking podcast. But my guy, you put the podcast out. He's like, oh, I don't watch my podcast. You're a revolt like show at this point. You're not even just a podcast. You're not even just considered like that's why we're gonna make this whole joint. This whole everything that I'm about to do right now is about to be with what is the problem with podcasting. AKA segment 7, the problem with podcasting. Not only is it not, but people on camera, see, podcasting used to be something that was for the ears, in the mind, in the heart. And you know, it took away the visual, the past, the present, the future. It took away those things that are super present in our minds on an everyday basis. It made us think. Now we got basically TV shows of people talking and running their mouth and shit. And one of the best ones is Joe Budden's podcast. The other ones, you know, a little more popular, like Matt Hoffa's joint, a little less popular, like Gilly shit or whatever. But it's people that we all love to hear them talk shit in the first place. Now we really love these shows. Now, so who's up there too? If dare I say, not just the best, but he's better. But that's why I mentioned Joe up top. Let's go past it. Let's go to Drink Champs. We could start to compare Drink Champs to Joe Rogan or whatever. We could, you know what I mean? Bro, I haven't seen a Joe Rogan clip on none of my recommendations on YouTube for nothing. I have been saying this from the beginning. If Joe Budden's hadn't made podcasting really, really famous and really, really fun to watch, niggas like Joe Rogan wouldn't even be in the space. Yes, is he popular? Yes, does he know mad people? Yes, people are going to his show because they specifically like him. Of course. But we're talking about the guy who was the electrician / manager, whatever, janitorial, custodian, whatever, on news radio. We're talking about a guy who's an actor. We're talking about a guy who came up through the ranks, never leading. Never, you know what I mean? Now, you know, this like brigade of Joe Roganeers who feel like, you know, oh, he's so talented and, you know, he's made his bones on podcasting. And, well, this nigga was a multi-millionaire before he even got to podcast one episode. And by the time anybody even realized what was going on and that he was mad popular already, for what I understand, he was already in the hundreds or thousands of episodes. So we're talking about somebody with means, somebody with access to the right technology and setup, i.e., the things I've been trying to work towards. Now it's a little easier because the things have been constructed to be for you to stream, for you to run your fucking mouth online. But the thing is, it may cost less now, and now I'm doing it. But the problem is, right? The problem with podcasting is, right? It's turning to television, and on TV, sex sells. So the same way, certain movies may not be box office smashes because it was a banging ass woman. There's a lot of podcasts that are trashy that have a lot of sexy women and have a lot of a good go with it. Fresh and Fit, all these different bro, that ain't nothing but Howard Stern fucking children, bro. All they want to do is be racy, have girls on there. The red pill community, I can't even completely adopt that shit because some of it is so masochistic. It's not even like, I don't agree with most of the dudes talking shit because I talk about a lot of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But just to round back towards Norby, what I think is a pleasure and also kind of sad at the same time that we get an opportunity to be ourselves. We get an opportunity to say what we think. So Nori doing what he's done, it's like I said, it's podcasting turning into more of like radio, more of like, censored content. It's more like you go to a podcast, it's like you eating a bowl of cereal. Now, it's no waste. All the preservatives is there. You know what I'm saying? And if you look closely, they got the ones for everybody, then they got the ones for the nerds, and they got the ones for the geeks. They got the ones for the horn dogs, whatever. The ones where they're not so much doggy shorties, but the shorties is half naked on the damn joint or whatever. So the problem with podcasting is it's a lot of bullshit. You feel me? It's a lot of bullshit right now. So if I'm gonna go anywhere, I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna ask y'all: does Kanye West give a fuck about black people? And I'm gonna say something else about it. Nori, as much as he said that he black, he black, whatever I heard Star say that he took care of niggas, whatever. Bro, I had yet to see niggas do what my nigga Matt Johnson did. I ain't seen no movie theaters, no nothing. There ain't no drives that I hear about in Queens with no Noriaga's name. Listen, bro, all I know is if niggas is gonna say that Kanye don't care about black people, there ain't not none of them motherfuckers who's fucking Kanye. Ain't not nobody who's putting him on their platforms care about black people. And that's what it is. Yo, segment 8 is the rundown of the list of the Jones I give a fuck about for the week. You know what I mean? Before we go into that, I mean, the whatever the segment 9 going to be in, and the outro, because y'all already know come on, come on.